Yes, Kenya. Tamu sana, tamu sana, tamu sana, yes. Some few weeks ago, William Ruto launched a road project in Nyandarua County. Upon launching the project, it was later established that Ruto himself, as a deputy president, had launched the same project in 2018. And that caused a lot of political excitement across the board. Some Kenyans felt William Ruto was launching ghost projects just for political reasons. Murkomen at that time came out very strongly to defend William Ruto. In fact, Murkomen had this to say: Murkomen defends Ruto for relaunching road projects. All the road projects neglected by the Jubilee administration are going to be relaunched. Transport Cabinet Secretary Kipchumba Murkomen has assured Kenyans as he told off critics. Murkomen cited the projects that were launched by then Deputy President William Ruto, which he said was sabotaged following the fallout with this boss retired President Uhuru Kenyatta. So in defense of William Ruto, Murkomen said that all stalled road projects were to be relaunched. I think it was just saying that maybe to save face, because when William Ruto was launching that project, he never said he was relaunching it. He was just there to launch a new project. Ruto thought that maybe Kenyans had forgotten that he had launched that same project in 2018. So Murkomen assured Kenyans that all roads projects neglected by the Jubilee administration are going to be relaunched. But from what we are getting, that's not the case. In fact, projects on the mountain that were going on are being stopped. And not only road projects, even other projects, money that had been allocated to other projects on the mountain are being reallocated to some other regions. And that's an issue that has been causing tension for the better part of yesterday. We all know that some water projects to the mountain, funds have been reassigned, or rather have been reallocated to other regions. Let's have a look at that story as captured by the Star. Star's captured that story here. Yes. There are growing jitters about Kenya Kwanza after it emerged that the shillings 1.3 billion that was meant for Mount Kenya water projects have been reallocated. Political leaders from the region are upset after learning that the National Treasury diverted the billions to other regions reportedly for political reasons. It has also emerged that Water Irrigation and Sanitation Cabinet Secretary Alice Wahome has protested against the move, terming the decision as ill-informed. So Murkomen was assuring Kenyans that all road projects that had stalled were going to be relaunched. And we have not seen any road being relaunched or funds being allocated for any relaunch road. And as that is happening, even some projects that already money had been allocated, funds are being reallocated to other regions. In this video, as usual, I want us to dig deep into this story, in which I'll explain why I strongly believe William Ruto and his team are just playing politics, masquerading as launching of projects. If you are watching us, but you have not yet subscribed, subscribe, give this video a like. Let's proceed. Is this interesting issue of water projects on the mountain, funds being reallocated to other regions? This confirms Ruto and his team have been playing politics on the mountain. When Ruto was relaunching a road project in Nyandarua County, Murkomen assured Kenyans that Uhuru Kenyatta had deliberately stalled those projects because of his disagreement with William Samoei Ruto. In other words, Murkomen was trying to please the mountain that Uhuru never wanted the mountain to have projects. But now William Ruto is relaunching those projects. I think that was a ghost project. This water issue confirms the predictability of William Ruto and his team. I've always maintained here that you just need to tie the dots and you will just know William Ruto and his team's next course of action. It's sadly 2 months. The deal is just being exposed. If Ruto really loved the mountain, then funds that had been allocated for water projects on the mountain couldn't have been reallocated to other regions. That confirms Ruto is just playing politics with the Mount Kenya residents. And listening to Alice Wahome, the PS in the Ministry of Water, Alice Wahome's PS, Alice Wahome is the cabinet secretary. Her PS allegedly wrote a letter to Treasury requesting that funds that had been allocated to the mountain be reallocated to some other regions. The complaint by Alice Wahome, I totally don't trust Alice Wahome. It might be possible again that Alice Wahome, just as usual, might be in agreement with William Ruto for the funds to be reallocated maybe to some other regions. But now to please people on the mountain, she has to come out to be seen as defending the mountain people. I think Kenyans should look at this issue holistically. I'm not denying the fact that she might be complaining genuinely, but equally, she might just be playing politics to be seen as caring about the mountain people. As I conclude, all that confirms that William Ruto and his allies on the mountain, already they know the weakness of residents on the mountain. Mount Kenya residents are still politically naive. This is why they are clearly being made fool of. Ruto is lying to them here. The CS water is most definitely again lying to them here. All this confirms that people on the mountain have got a weakness that Ruto and his allies on the mountain are exploiting. Yes. And I'm also seeing a very high possibility where William Ruto might be setting some of these Mount Kenya leaders deliberately. He might be setting them up to finish them politically. Alice Wahome's ministry is diverting funds allocated for the mountain. Wahome comes from the mountain. Look at Rigathi Gachagua. Some of the roles he has been given is to look on the issue of tea and coffee on the mountain. As he has been given that role, funds are not being allocated to him to make sure that he actually succeeds in that role. So Ruto, there is just total confusion and political naivety looking at all these things holistically. The mountain leadership, they are all politically naive. Let's meet in our next analysis. In case you are watching us, but you have not yet subscribed, subscribe, give this video a like. If you want to support our forum, I've pinned my number on the comment section. Contact me through the number or feel free to channel your support to the number. Thank you. God bless you.